Guys, welcome back. Friday. What are we looking at? Looking at Serendipity from New Glarus. This is a ale brewed with apples, cranberries, and cherries. And as far as I know, there's no alcohol percent, but they've all been like 4.5, somewhere in there. And of course, it's it's covered in wax. And I'm going to use my favorite bottle opener. You get an opportunity to pick one of these up, I highly recommend it. And I'm sure that they recommend that you put it in, some really cool, curvy glass. I'm going to put it in this. Let's see if it has more than one chuck's worth of head. Yeah, there's a good, it's a good 5 chucks worth of head going on there. I get the cherry, kind of mainly the cherries. Actually has more smell than the last one, and in order to make Mr. Holster happy, cheers. That's really good. It's basically like the one that I had yesterday, with more of a range and flavor due to the fact that it's adding the apple and the cranberries. This would be good. This would be good with vodka. It's got that sweet, little bit of tartness, but let's move on to comments, shall we? First was J-Dog here from work. Second was the Real Cobra Burnout. Third was Bulwark 1911 saying very fake news. The Real Cobra Burnout. Why are you always asking me about viscosity? And why am I an asshole? I didn't say you're an asshole, did I? It must have been the alcohol. I'm sure I was talking about the fake Cobra Burnout. Effie67. Porth Puckers. JR10, very cool. So until the 151 gets there, moonshine. Boom. This is moments away from blog radio, so there has to be some kind of a limit, a cap put on. Not to mention with enough of yeah. With enough of this, I think you'll go blind. Oh yeah. Wasn't bad in Bloody Marys. Zeus. Search out the Matrix Trump meme if you haven't seen it. Funny stuff. The Braveheart Trump meme 1 too. I've seen the Braveheart one. Oh. Wow, that's just... Trees of Blowing, top 10, I think. I think so. Bulwark. Bulwark, 1911. I had a Colt Defender carry melt because the milling was so goddamn sharp. It was also literally shaving my holster apart. Oh, sorry. You had it carry melted. Yeah, that's not good when they're that sharp. Stephen Bush. My real name is Hey Asshole? Question mark. Better than your real name, Eric Bomey. What are you trying to say? Zeus. I wouldn't sell the G20 either. It's on the want it, damn it list. Zeus again. The C308 is a beast. I would have bought one if I had the cash. Truck gun. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a truck gun. Stephen Bush. For the flat dark earth rifle, just order a shit ton of steel case 308 like this. 500 from SG Ammo. 500 round case of 308 145 grain full metal jacket ammo, Wolf WPA Performance, or military class classic steel case, non-corrosive, $169 for 500 rounds. That is an excellent option. Thanks for the link, Steve. Stephen Bush. Look here, Scotty boy. I'll give you a high five when I meet you. Stephen Bush. Nice to know your mouth is disinfected after that shot of Shine. Oh. And my liver. Zeus. Sent you a PM on this channel. Could be epic. Zeus, I just checked that because I saw the email when it showed up, and yeah, I will see about contacting them right off the bat. I got to figure out some way. This was the one that I was carrying, going on with that whole. You know, was one of my knives. I mean, obviously, I don't even know if I've ever even opened a box with it, so it wasn't like it got abused. I carried it a couple of times, and that's when the pocket clip, the head was tapped too far down in that hole, and it basically snapped the shaft off because it was tapped too far down in her hole. So I was able to just grab my multi-tool and screw it out, and that's when the whole thing started with Eric and Brandy. But yeah, to have hashtag Justin's Final Mission laser engraved on this, and then figure out a way to use it to raise some money, and then I'll just take the other one. Yeah, so I'll try to get in contact with them, Zeus, and I'll let you know. DFC. Samuel Adams is gay. I don't know about his sexual prowess or anything like that. I can tell you that the beer, I mean, there's been a couple of like fairly rare things from them. Other than that, the rest of it is just, I don't know, they just, you know, you start to make that much of it, and all of a sudden I don't think you're making high-end craft beer anymore. Now you're just making something above, you know, like Budweiser Plus. My hollow point. La Ligon Blue Darvet Vas blah 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 blah. Let me guess. Something to do with the blue line and some kind of a personal insult towards me, and probably using the word scam. Okay, moving on. Ed, now that's some shine. Don't worry, Ed, well, maybe I won't save you any. Wade, great review, brother, but to be honest, I'm just here for the girls. Shut the fuck up, Joey. $2.95 all night bargain stall at the truck stop. You know what I'm saying. And Keck, 28. Woohoo, 28. And Keck, cheers, shine. I just did that one for you. I don't know if you caught it. Mr. Holster, 2 minutes. Start by finishing a different brew. Thank God for now I don't have to come over there and kick your ass. Thank God for that. And Keck, never fired a 10 millimeter. Well, I highly recommend it. Like I've said, well, you know, it's got the snappiness of, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's a 40 cal on steroids, or should I more properly say, a 40 cal is a somewhat neutered 10 millimeter, because that's exactly what it was. They came out with 10 millimeter. They introduced, you know, like basically the gun that I have was a you know, a prototype. There was a couple of different styles that the FBI was looking at. You know, like, and I would love to venture upon a bunch of them and buy, you know, have the entire set of the 10 millimeters that Smith & Wesson made for or in 10 millimeter. I would buy at least 2 of every single model. Send 1 to Jim Hornet Fixer and keep 1 for myself. The one that the FBI was more heavily considering than the 1006 was the model, was it the 1076? The one that had the frame mounted decocker on it, because it was more like a Sig Sauer, a lot like a Sig Sauer. But it's just, sorry, Ed, I didn't mean to put my face on top of her tits and make it so that you couldn't see them. It's just, you just know shit's going down when you pull the trigger. You know, people have asked me, how come you don't get like the Glock 29 as your carry gun? Well, you know, I had the G27, and I never really much cared for carrying it. For supposedly the smallest of the Glocks, at least at the time. Yes, I know there's smaller ones out now. It just, if you're gonna carry a 26 or a 27, you might as well just carry the 19. So you're gonna get more ammo, and you're getting, I don't know, it's just that's just my personal thing, you know. And the 29 is you know, it's definitely a little bit bigger than a 26 or a 27 because of the size of the round, but you know, it's the 10 millimeter is, I mean, if it came down to there was only one round, you know, whatever, some fluky thing where you were allowed to carry one I mean, you could own as many pistols as you wanted, but it could only be chambered in one caliber. And I did 10 millimeter. Then I would have no problems carrying it because that'd be my only option. I don't carry the 10 on a regular basis, just the 1006 every now and then, just because it's, you know, the weekend. Got a really nice leather holster from Harlan Leather Works, Andy, that he made for me, and I just want to carry that gun. And yeah, it would suck if, you know, that was the day something bad happened and I defended my life, and all of a sudden, you know, I'd probably take video footage and make those fuckers give me a receipt or something, and I would be calling them on a daily basis until I got the frickin' thing back. But it's a very energetic round. You can hunt with that round. So what I was mainly concerned about is over penetration. Mr. Holster, I'd blow that you birdie up doing that. Better get a Blackhawk. Okay. Stephen Bush, I'll give this review 2 thumbs way up. I mean, this vid was fine. Never hear him say anything negative, so what makes you wonder? I did get sick of fucking tired of him pushing Wheaton Arms. Sure, you have a friend that sells shit, but stop pushing it to us. Steve again. Laugh out loud. Most protected place in the house. That's why when you were down and Grant forgot some Legos in the basement and you and Christine were at work, I told him he'll have to wait, because if you're armed, or you're damned if you go down there and the police will show up. No, Eric, I wasn't trying to steal your thousands of dollars worth of guns while you were at work. I just didn't put myself in that situation. Well, you know, if you were here, the alarm system wasn't on, so it would have been safe for you to come downstairs. I mean, there's two levels that the system can be armed up, but no matter what one you choose, this, as you know, is still the hardest place to get. And anybody that's been down here and knows the layout, my security guy chose one of the best heat/motion sensors, and then this is a great spot because it picks up any of the windows and the stairs coming down. So unless you want to burrow in from outside. Smile Money. I am all out of comments. I am suffering from writer's block. It's too loud, you're too old. Great review. Looking forward to Locked and Loaded tonight. Cheers, brother. Cheers, my friend. Josh. Bonjour, Manami. Kamate. Okay. I think what he's trying to say is that I'm awesome. Josh again. I bet Mr. Holster is happy with the beginning today. Down 1 beer before the official brew. Josh, what sparked your Sammy Poo into working on your vehicle? She just did an oil change on it for me, and while she had it up on the lift, she thought there was an awful lot of fluid all over the transfer case. So she, without me knowing, didn't have the time to mess with it at work, but ordered a new transfer case plug, and it came in. So she decided to come over here and take the, it's got the drain at the bottom, and it has the fill one, which is also the level. So you pull that plug out, and you're supposed to reach your finger in, and you should get some fluid on it. So you basically take out that plug, you shove your finger into the hole, and you wiggle it around, and when it comes back, it should be nice and moist. And somebody had stripped the fuck out of the thing, so she couldn't just put the wrench on it like you're supposed to. So that's why she knew she was going to basically destroy the original one and ordered another one. But when she pulled the top plug out, where the gear oil started to come out of the hole. So if it's leaking, it certainly is not leaking enough that I'm concerned about it. Because I've had that truck now for, what, 3 years? And it's the first time that has been checked. Josh again, you'll have told us about the 50 pound goal. Awesome. With all of your weight loss, what's your clothing situation? Well, the last time I bought a pair of pants, I just figured if I had to, I could return them. But I bought four pant size smaller, and they worked out just fine. But now whatever. I mean, that's like, Mr. Insult. I mean, Chuckles. I always buy 2 sizes larger than I would wear if I didn't carry a gun, because my preferred carry is inside the waistband. So I always make sure that I get, pants sized for that. But as of this moment in time, I don't, some people, maybe you want to be one of those people that look like your shit was sprayed on. I don't. I like shit to be baggy when you're working. It's like shirts. I can probably now go to an extra large, but I like double X. I like double X shirts mainly because I don't want things. I don't want to be printing. I mean, in the state of Minnesota, there is some states, unless they change things. I know, like for instance, Florida. If you have a concealed carry permit, you have to conceal. You are in the wrong. If you're at the at Walmart and you reach up to a shelf and your shirt pulls up enough that you can like my underpants. Your shirt pulls up enough that someone sees a gun, and that's that. I mean, like I said, someone can correct me if it's changed, but that was a problem. Minnesota, I do not have to conceal. I have to have a conceal permit to open carry, but I don't have to have a conceal permit. I don't. As of this moment in time, I have never been asked by the police if I have a conceal permit. I've been pulled over. I mean, we got pulled over a couple times because there was crimes that had been committed with vehicles similar to the ones that we have. And I've never been asked if I also do not have to declare I have a weapon. In the event that I'm asked. Yeah, and I know when they pull you over, it doesn't automatically come up. I've been told by a cop that, it's just like 2 pages in. If they want to find out, they could actually do it from their vehicle on a search on you, but I'm not required to declare I have a gun. I'm not, some places you have to tell them I don't, but, yeah, so, Josh, long story short, is, I still like the bigger shirts just because, like today, it was fairly warm at work, and I don't want shit printing. And Keck, what did the banana say to the vibrator? Why are you shaking? She's gonna eat me. Mr. Holster, I like my 10mm, but did you ever finish the brew? And then a couple more. Sharky762, the real question is not why is Sam under your truck, but why is the brew chick wearing panties under the blue dress? I'd say I have a full rights to ask, since I'm always a commando under my blue dress while bending over to get beer. Josh, you might like watching the guns Hickok has, but your view adds to his income, which adds to his ability to be an asshole. Just like going to a business that does not support gun rights. You are supporting what you do not believe in. Stand up for what you believe. Don't be a pussy. America has a bumper crop of pussies right now. Thumbs that up. Sharky again. The only Glock we had fail on us over here was an early Gen 4 17 shooting 115 grain S&B ammo. My mate traded it in. Later we found out that the early Gen 4 17s were fitted with the 40. There was a lot of problems with, I don't know if it was isolated to just the 17, Sharky, but I remember when the Gen 4 came out, Pete bought one, had nothing but problems, dumped it, told me don't have anything to do with any Gen 4 Glock. And then I know they changed a bunch of things, and now he's like, you know, green light on Gen 4s. Sharky again, hey, the semis are brass eaters. Check in-range TV series on building a couple from parts kits. Yeah, I guess I'll see what happens on this. I mean, it's possible that if it has a problem, it probably can be fixed. Sharky again, alcohol, ethanol, flames don't show up too good on camera. Just remember when things went bad during NASCAR refueling. Yeah. Sharky again, how about $20 for a teabag footage? But it has to be right here in the brew review. Oh, you mean when I go over and teabag J-Dog's door handle? Jonathan, $4.99 for that rifle and 9 mags. Nice deal. Wow. The muzzle brake looks like the exact one Century puts on their AKs. Probably is. Yeah, the money's good. You know, hopefully it runs. You know, what it does to the brass at $4.99, I could give a shit. Sharky, Eric Wick complete with the HK slap. Nice. Muzzle first, another great brew review. Thank you, my friend. Josh, hope you enjoy Locked and Loaded tonight.
Don't unmask me.
Ammo hit 73, 80 degrees, question mark. It's 96 degrees and 1,000% humidity today. My fat ass does not like it. Is that bent paddle?
Yeah, paddle brake, blonde.
Ah, nice.
And some bent top.
I'm getting beer delivered as we speak.
No unmasking, remember that.
Unmasking. Want some moonshine?
No, actually here I was gonna bring this. I'm not sure if you've seen this. Where's the camera? I'm hiding.
You're good. You're good until right here.
Alright, there.
Is this one you were talking about?
No.
Peach Bum IPA?
I don't know, I put a keg of it on up in Grand Marais and let's see how it does.
6.2%.
You know, actually, do you have a clean glass? Because I'm not going to be able to I'm not going to drink the whole can.
Yeah,
Here.
So what, is this a live right now brew review?
I don't know.
Well, if you want to drink it.
I'll drink some of it. I still got to work.
I can't, I'll review it on its own.
You got another can in there.
Alright. I mean, I don't want this to go to waste. I just can't comment on it. You can. You can give your comments.
I smell peaches.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I taste peaches. A little bit. A lot of hops in that, though.
Taste those peaches?
I would taste those peaches. I'd give her an oral mastectomy.
She's ready for her procedure. Addictomy?
She's gonna need some numbing first. Num 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 num.
Are those little elephants riding? Yes. There's little elephants riding evidently the IPA wave.
No, they're hopping.
See, I won't I can't comment. You can, like I said, you could give your comment on this, but
Once again, I'm not really big on IPAs.
I got my favorite bottle opener out for this one.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I think everybody should have a bottle opener like that. Today we're reviewing new Glarus Serendipity.
Oh, all right, all right.
Might try it.
I actually do.
You'll probably like that a lot more.
Fruity.
It's a cranberry, apple, cherries, little sweet, little tart.
Where did you get this from?
Where did I get it from?
Well, I'm just gonna have to go buy a bottle. I don't care.
Where did I get this from? Oh, I think you probably get it anywhere, but I got it at the one that's Wisconsin, right at the right under the
by the grocery store.
right under the bong. No, not.
Oh, okay.
That's
The Shack.
Are they still the Shack?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Shack. But you could also get it at
I guarantee if I want it, my boss can get it for me.
the Keyport too.
I don't think we do New Glarus, but if I want something, he'll get it.
I don't know if anybody on this side of the border does. Can you? I don't even know if you can get New
If
Glarus.
it's a Wisconsin beer, it's possible you can't. I think there's rules in Wisconsin about microbreweries moving their beer around any more than a certain amount.
Well, you know how it is. If you get a conceal and carry permit in Minnesota, we have reciprocity in Wisconsin. But if you get a conceal and carry permit as a resident in Wisconsin, you can't carry it in Minnesota, which I think is bullshit.
Yeah. You just be a Somali police officer and shoot whoever you want.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I had to throw that in there.
We talked about that. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Link the fact that he's a towelhead and has a extensive problem with women already in his past, let alone the fact that he shoots and kills one.
It's also a cultural issue with that culture. I mean, he was an immigrant, and that culture does have that issue.
They have more respect for a dog than they do women.
You know, I'm wondering, it's one thing that one camera was off. If one camera was off, one or the other. But the fact that the entire recording system was down tells me that there was either it was total incompetence on the part of the entire responding police unit, both officers, and quite possibly after seeing the results of last year's shooting at about the same time, it is a systemic. And as I heard that the police chief from Minneapolis is mysteriously on a scheduled vacation.
Now there was there was a female that gave a press release today, and she basically said, "This is bullshit. This is not the way we are, and this has to be fixed."
What has to happen is Minnesota needs to lead with a use of force and rule of engagement doctrine that will literally supersede all union rules and say, if you violate these doctrines, you will be basically shit out at Mach 1. But no, I really like speaking. Since it's a brew review, I like that.
What?
If I didn't have to continue working, I would drink a bunch of that.
Well, unfortunately, I only picked up one, and
How much was that?
uh,
I mean, you do talk about costs on here, don't you?
no, unless it's really expensive. I think it was $10 or $12 for the bottle.
Oh, that's not bad, though.
Not for that size. You know, say something like this one here. You're talking about one beer being $12.
No. Okay. Insight Crazy Ant, 16-ounce can. Retails at just under $20.
Hey, you're gonna try to get me.
I am going to try and get you some. If I can. I highly doubt I can do that.
What do I owe you for that?
For that?
For what you brought?
It was all part of a comp from something I did for Bent Paddle. They're like, hey, you did a good job on this. Here, have a case.
What, do you want anything?
Nope.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I got a few of. I got a box of these. I'm starting to save.
I want that right there. That one right there, the display case.
Okay.
APIT.
I have another display case, so I can. I don't.
This is a cigar box.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Cohiba.
I have to buff that off and take it down to my buddy and have him make me a sticker that says 50 cal.
Yeah, that's a good one there. Tracer incendiary round.
That's what it is. It's an
whenever you
armor-piercing incendiary tracer. The armor-piercing denoted by the silver tip, tracer denoted by the red tip over silver.
When you pull the trigger, you can actually hear playing in the background, "You light up my life."
Yep. Actually, when I shot that thing the first time, I think I heard "Bang Your Head."
A good friend of mine. Good friend of mine just.
Yeah. Snowflake melter. You totally missed that one, Eric. Totally missed that one.
What?
First time I shot that 50, I think I heard "Bang Your Head."
Mm-hmm. But don't worry, I told you I got a better scope with more eye relief.
So that means I'll have 2 diameters of frickin' scars on my forehead this year.
I hope not. I don't want you going to blood donors.
Yeah.
One round at a time.
You need to get a brow pad for that thing.
So, here's the latest to come in for the youth fundraiser that we're about to start. Youth 20 gauge. Feel that.
Oh, jeez.
And this was the first thing. One person's going to get this, that, a bolt-action rifle, and a pistol. Plus all of the shit that always goes with all this stuff.
How is that one? Tell the people about it.
Well, you make it. Well, we haven't set the account up yet. Make a donation to Justin's final mission for Active Heroes to stop veteran suicides. And
there's something I could talk about all day long, too.
For, well, gee, if you're ever interested in, for the fun of it, if you want to come on Blog Radio.
Oh, I'll just sit off to the side like I do here.
Well, Blog Radio is only audio, so you don't
okay.
You don't have to hide. Fridays from 8 to 10. You just have to sit up.
I'll sit upstairs from 8 to 10 tonight. In fact, I'll do that every Friday night. I don't care. I can stand not playing Minecraft for 2 hours.
Well, if you're interested, you could do it next. You could be the guest next Friday.
I'd be the guest next time.
Okay. John Solar's gonna shit. He texted me last night. Blog Radio ? Because he makes my promos. It's like, oh shit, here we are. We're into another frickin' Thursday, and I haven't gotten a hold of.
Is it 22?
Yes.
Is it 22?
Yes.
I would love the hell out of this. I would sleep with this. Not loaded, of course, but I would sleep with this.
Well, see, and you would qualify. What people are going to have to do, we're going to come up with some kind of a question. Basically, you make a video, you make a donation, and I'm sure we're going to do it just like with the AR-10. For every $10 donated to Justin's final mission, they will get an entry. So there was a few people that had lots and lots of entries. Okay, I don't want to get this too long. Well, the beer guys over there fondling the the CZ. We got 3 comments left to go. Ammohead73, I have a True Glow TFX on my G19 and love them. Best damn set of sights I ever bought. I love the big white ring around the front sight. Your eye focuses on it quick. Yeah, I saw that. It's like a standard dot with just this massive white ring around it. You know, I think I would honestly like to put those on the G20 mainly as a target thing, not as a defensive thing. Ammohead again. You know, all these beer girls have fathers, right? And I would love to shake the hand and say thank you. Last comment was from Ed. That's a great looking 308. The one I had was black and didn't look near as good as yours. Again, you know, they just basically cleaned them up, and I don't know if that's Duracoat or Cerakote. I probably should know, could find out. Gonna hit the refresh button to see if Ed's comment stands. Ed's comment stands is the last one. Oh, Mr. Holster. Again, quickly, New Glarus, Serendipity. I'd give this a 10. It's about a really good flavor and character. This is.
Is that a lambic beer?
You know, they don't say, but that's the category that I would put them in.
That's what I would put it in. Is because it's other lambic beers I've had, has that same unfermented fruit flavor in it.
So, give this a 10. And tomorrow...
10 of 10 would buy.
Well,
11 of 10 would drink.
I tell you what, since he has another one sitting there, let's take a look at the Peach Bum IPA from Indeed tomorrow. And hopefully I have talked to a few of you tonight on Blog Radio. Hornet Fixer is, or was, my guest. And next week, well, he can come up with his own. Right now, this is a good friend of mine. I don't know, how 10 years?
Yeah, something like that.
10 years. He's also a neighbor. A few of you probably recognize his voice. But he's going to be my guest next week, which means we will be discussing not only beer, but a lot of veteran-related stuff. And he can bring up as much as he wants about it. But I definitely want to theme some of it towards this. We'll have more, we'll be able to talk about more things. It's going to be called the Youth Fundraiser. Well, you saw all the shit I had for the AR-10. Well, let's put it this way. That ammo can, that range bag, that shooter's mat, that loader, and the flag underneath it still have to go today, just so you guys know and you can expect it. Stalker Steve, 2 great big ass boxes. The first round of stuff is headed your way, and I'll be really pissed off if those boxes get to you before the rifle does. And JR10 Desert Gold, as long as they don't drop the box, your box is on its way as of today also. So again, Blog Radio tonight with Jim will probably have been a train wreck, but that's the way we prefer it. And next week we'll be discussing a lot of stuff with the Justin's Final Mission and veteran related stuff. So otherwise tomorrow we'll take a look at the one from Indeed. Cheers guys, and if you're gonna drink, make sure that Joey Cuz drives you home. That's what I do. Cheers. See you tomorrow.